today's test drive is this 1970 Chevy Nova 350, power steering, power brakes, aluminum heads. Detailed pictures, financing, and shipping is at maplemotors.com. I think you'll enjoy this one. Disc brakes in the front, aftermarket set of wheels, 4-speed transmission. With your help, I can keep making these videos. Just hit share, and I'll keep pointing out the flaws. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Before we take off on any test drive, we'll look around the interior and check some stuff out. But I need you to place your bets. Do you think the horn works? Got aftermarket gauges under the dash here. The dash pad looks good. The seats are in great shape. Interior back here, a little bit different on the back seat. Got my gear. You want to see what I use? Look below in the description. Headliner can be cleaned up a little bit. It's also got a couple little holes here, and I don't know why. We'll go ahead and start this one up. Got to hit a fuel switch. Fuel pump cuts on. Hit the keys, she cuts on. I went ahead and did the walk around, so now we got her all warmed up. And oil pressure's up too. I'll be putting a walk around at the end of the video. That's where I pick out all the chip scratches, rust, whatever I see. We'll try some stuff out here. Left turn signal, nothing on the dash there. Right turn signal, not popping up. Doesn't mean it's not working. It could be the bulb's out. Wipers do work. Blower motor. I'm not getting anything out of the blower motor. Radio. Radio's not cutting on either. Could just be, need to be wired up, but it's not working right now. Horn, did you place your bets? This one's not honking. All right, let's go ahead and load up and take her down the road. Okay, so we're getting ready to take off. I had some crazy stuff go on. The gauge over here, temp gauge, started going wacko on me. I got my thermostat out and checked everything. The hottest point on the motor was 140. This thing says it was at 270 or whatever. It was past 250. We got a bad temp gauge. It's not working at all. Even sitting here, it says 210. This motor is just getting warmed up. So we're fine on the temperature gauge, just letting you know. We got a fuel pump here under the dash. Give her some gas. Let's get out of here. Okay, so on this one, the temp gauge is messed up and the clutch is letting out on top. Got my boy riding with us. Got your seatbelt on? Yep. Good deal. Speedometer on this one is not coming up on the dash. Out pretty good. The carburetor's got a little bit of a grumble to it. I think it's got some ethanol built up in it, or it's been sitting. The gas evaporated and left that behind. Fairly straight going down the road with tight steering. Getting in our brakes, oh, they're nice and smooth. Let's go ahead and try our fourth gear out there. Yeah, she's got a good high gear ratio, so you should be able to jump up on the highway. Oil pressure gauge is around 50. That's a good one. If anything, the idle is a bit high there. I think it needs to be adjusted. Yeah, look at that. That's first gear. It's got a high gear ratio in this one. I don't think we need gas. Our gas gauge is working. Coming on down parking lot here. The window's making a squeaking noise, what y'all are sitting on actually. So that's what you're hearing. It looks like it's rubbing against the trim back there. Nice little bump here, we'll hit it. Check the suspension out. Fairly smooth. I'd say it's a little bumpier in the back than the front. Yep. And guys, this is my son. His name's Liam, and he's out here learning about cars today. He's been back there washing them and wiping them. He said he'd rather do that than sit with the girls at the house, so I figured it'd be beneficial. He just got out of school for summer. So if he wants to hang out with me, I'm down. Do some lunch breaks and everything else. All right. You want to help me get this video? Sure. He's getting better at the camera footage too. You know, the last video that we did, it looked really good in the Mustang. You got some perfect shots. So good job on that. We'll go over here and do the same thing again. You know how bumpy it is in the back?
Yep.
Like I said, with that door panel, it's squeaking. If I hold it, it stops. All right, guys. Outside shots, undercarriage shots, all the good stuff. Detail walk around at the end. Stick around. I'll be back. Okay, may be low to the ground, but I'm just gonna throw this down here and put y'all in there. All right, I'm going to get a switch. The fuel pump switch underneath the dash just kind of glitched out on me, so I want to replace it real quick. The one that I was messing with, the car cut off. I was like, what was that? And I started wiggling the switch and I heard the fuel pump cut back on. The switch is plastic cheap. I'm going up here to get a nice one, but I got it to cut back on, so that's the good thing. Well, let's go to O'Reilly's. Yeah, this thing's geared high, man. All right, jumping out. Town's full of red lights. Look at that handle on that car. Big old zip tie. All right, we can finally take off. Hopefully we don't hit the next light. Oh, O'Reilly's. Okay, so yeah, this old China switch here sucks. I'm throwing it away. I got this new one wired up. Listen. You can hear it cutting on the fuel pump. We're good. All right, let's get back on the road. I just got to put this thing back in here real quick. All right, now that that's fixed, let's roll out. Happy to say we fixed it in the parking lot. I love when that happens. You've been there for me a bunch. Okay, let's go ahead and do the walk around now. We're gonna be picking out the flaws on this one. Of course, anything I see, you'll know about it. There's detailed pictures at maplemotors.com, and thank you. See you in a minute. Go ahead and walk around this car. Anything I see, you'll know about it. So coming up on the front bumper, do have some pitting. Looking at your headlight bezels, got some chips, and the grill looks good. Little chips here and there. On this edge where the hood comes down too. Coming down this side of the car, tires look good. Up and over. Little spots on the side here. Little bubbles at the bottom. Spot in the corner of the door. Bubbles in the back here, a little Bondo, a little rust. It's like a mixture. Back here as well. Little bubbles popping up. Chips in the back. Slight bubbles there as well. Coming back your midsection. Scratch there on the door. Back up over the top of the fender. Little scratches here. You got some light scuffs, scratches on top of the fender here. Bubbles. Scratches up here where it's flat, chips. Your front windshield, little chips there as well. Mirror on this one's got some pitting. Your vent window looks good. Your trim around it is in decent shape. Pitting on your door handle. Chips on the back. Back window looks good, and trim around it looks good. You got some stuff going on here. Paint is thin on this car. You see little light scratches all over it and little spots from the water spots. I don't know if a buff job would actually take all this out with the amount of light scratches on the roof there. Coming up on the back bumper, about the same as the front. It may be a little better. Still has pitting. Scratches along the back there. Spots at the top. Chips. Some little bubbles popping up. Chips up top there. Right in those corners. Weather stripping looks good. Down in your trunk, they have glued this mat down, so I can't really look up under it, but you can see little brown spots popping up, so we probably got some moisture in here, and the metal probably started rusting a little bit underneath it. But it is there. Looking up in your package tray, that is in good shape. Good deal. Looking in the trunk, bubble there in the corner. Coming down with it. Right, there's something cut up there in the corner. Let's look on this side. Same thing. Coming down with the trunk lid now. Your wing there has got all kinds of little spots in it. Chip in the corner. Trunk lid, hazy, a little oxidized. Back down this side. Little bubbles in the corners. Bubbles down here, up and over. Some more. Touch up marks. Shut the door better. Oh. There it is. Bubble in the bottom. Chips. Chip here. Bubble there. Down at the bottom too. Up and over. Little chip here. Go back your midsection. Light little scratch. A little bit of pitting on the emblem there. Little bubble there. Spot in the middle of the door. Scratches. Scuffs. And over your back window. Looks like they got some overspray in there. See some light scratches on top of this paint. Like I said, it's got water spots and light scratches all over the roof. It's hard to see, but they're there. A little bit of pitting on your handle. Oxidation on your trim. On the top of this fender too. Some little specks. Stuff down in there. Front windshield, little chips. Alright, we made it around the outside. Let's open her up and check out the interior. Door panel on this one looks good. Spot there. Bottom of the door. Trim, decent. Spot here.
I can already tell from going from there to here, it ain't gonna drive as good as that Camaro. I know.
And your headliner here. See rips in the headliner, it's a little loose. Your back seat. Driver's seat, little scuff there. Carpet looks decent. She's still cold right now. Good oil pressure. Battery gauge is not hooked up. You know what I forgot? Fuel pump. It's not gonna stay running without a fuel pump on. Let's see. All right, now we're good. Let that build back up there. Get a little fuel back. All right, let's try that. Run for a second without fuel pressure, didn't it? All right, coming down with the hood here. A little high in the corner. Tell you what, the hood's a different shade. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit subscribe, share. It'll keep me doing them, and I'll keep making them for you every day. You can go to maplemotors.com for finance and shipping detailed pictures. And of course, I'm gonna grab something else, take it down the road. Thanks for watching.